So what was the issue? What did he say before you guys got off the phone?
So pretty much we're talking about, what the JV partner looks like. I ended up saying at the end, I was pretty much like, hey, trust me on this one, because he wasn't so sure. We've done this in the past, and I had to do a lot of reassuring in the end. And in the end, he was like, I have to do a little bit more research.
So he's a bit on the fence, but he knows how the joint venture would work.
He understands how it works.
He's done JVs before, right?
He's done it before, yes.
Okay, so his objection is, I want to do more research on this. I want to think about it. Okay.
That's right. And that's exactly what happened.
When he said that, what did you say?
I was basically like, dude, trust me on this one. We've done this many times before. It works for other people. I've looked at your channel. I've researched what you do, right, and your audience. I really tried to keep the attention on him, but still he was like, I don't know. I think that might have actually pushed him away. I can't tell though.
So at the end, you were justifying a little bit.
100%.
Okay.
You hit the nail on the head.
Okay. Let's role play this a bit, okay? So when someone says, if they say, I want to do a little bit more research, that's not the truth, right? That is that is not the truth. That's not what is going on. What do you think is going on? What is he thinking?
Maybe he has to talk to somebody. Maybe I think it's just lack of trust.
Lack of trust.
Jump
yes.
the gun too soon. Maybe a little bit too.
Fear of making a mistake. Don't know if this is the right thing to do.
That's right.
He could clearly see this deal will make him a lot of money, but he's a little bit on the fence, right?
Yes.
So he needs a reassurance. The problem is the way that you did it. If you told him, oh, we just trust me, man. We've done this a lot. We've done millions of dollars with JV partners. You can just trust me on this. That actually has the opposite effect, right? Okay. It's like you tell people, oh, I'm honest. Just trust me, right? Mm-hmm. I'm a Christian. It's okay, right?
Yes.
A trustworthy person doesn't need to say that. So instead of saying that, next time, if for the next potential JV partner, what you could do is, so when someone says, oh, you know what, Stephen, I need to think about it a bit. I need to do some more research. So I want to know if that's the truth or not. So I want to cut through the BS. Okay, so let's role play this. So pretend you're the JV partner and I'm you and I'm talking to you, okay? So try to go ahead, tell me you want to do some more research.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. Everything you share with me makes sense so far. I'm just going to take what you sent me and share with me. I'm going to review it and do a little bit more research.
Hey, you know what, Stephen? Let's pretend you do your research and you've done the due diligence and you like what you see. What's going to happen next?
If I like what I see, then yeah, I would send you a message and we'll just let's do it.
And we can move forward with this?
Correct.
Okay, pause off the role play. So from there, I want to get a commitment.
Okay.
I want to see because otherwise if he says, well, after I do my research, then maybe we'll do something, or maybe we'll do something 6 months down the road. Well, that's not the truth.
Oh shit.
Right? So that's a lie, right? Because prospects lie. So I want to find out if he actually wants to do something or he's just BSing me, right?
Oh, got it. Okay.
So in this case, he does want to do something, but it's a little bit on the fence, right? So let's keep going. Go back to role play.
Okay.
So what's going to happen next? Let's pretend you like what you see, and what's going to happen next?
Well, I would just get started. Everything you share with me makes sense.
I'm sorry, what?
I said if I do my research and everything looks good and everything that you say, I can verify everything you say, then let's move forward.
Okay. Well, Stephen, before we get off the phone, tell me, let's just bottom line this. What would it take for you and I to do business today? What do you need from me in order for us to move forward?
What I really need to know is whether or not, because I took the time to build up my audience, I want to make sure that this is something that they would actually accept. I want to do maybe like a smaller test. Is that something we could do?
Okay. Bingo. That's the truth, right? That is what he's thinking about. Okay, I don't know if I want to burn my list. What if it doesn't work? What if this is not something that they want to buy, right? Let's handle that. Then you can go back, okay, let's pretend we could do a small list. Like what would that look like? Maybe instead of doing an email to all your entire list, maybe we segment the list. Instead of doing maybe 5 videos, why don't we test just 1 video and see how that works, right? Or
I'm cool with that.
yeah, and then you can also ask him, well, what information you need from me in order to do the deal. Then he might say, well, I just want to make sure that this product it's going to be beneficial to my audience. Okay, then you can ask him, well, would testimonials help? So let's go back and role play a little bit, okay? Exactly, Stephen, when you do your research, exactly what are you looking for? What were you hoping to find?
Well, I would like to just make sure that this works out for my audience because, I don't want to leave a bad taste in their mouth. This isn't something that we've tried before.
I can appreciate that. So suppose I could give you some testimonials from our graduates and successful students. Would that help?
Absolutely.
How many of testimonials would you like to see?
Just a couple. I could probably get my editors to edit them into the videos themselves that we put out.
Okay, so say 2 or 3?
That would work.
Okay, so I'll give you 2 or 3.
As long as they're good ones, 2 or 3 is enough.
Sure. And I know your particular audience, and we know that we have students and clients in the same demographics, right? The same kind of background. So I think you appreciate those. Actually, we probably have, if I calculate, we've got over 1,000 testimonials. But I'll pick 3 or 4 that I think would that's what you want to see. What else do you want to see?
Aside from that,
what about in terms of our refund policy? Would you want to know that? So if your students don't like the program, they have 30 days to change their mind. So that's okay because we only want students who actually get benefit and enjoy what we give them, right? Would that help?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Any way that you can take care of the students, I fully trust you, Dan. Any way that you can take care of the students,
yes,
I appreciate that.
What about, would you also want to talk to maybe a couple of JV partners that we have done business with?
Yeah, sure. I know that we have a few mutual friends, but I'd love to talk to some of the people that you've worked with before. Yeah,
so to know a little bit about the process and what's their experience like working with us, right? Okay, so Stephen, let's pretend I could give you the testimonials, the 2 or 3 testimonials you're looking for, our refund policy, as well as a couple references from past JV partners they have done business with. How do you feel about that?
I'd be ready to go.
I'm sorry, what?
I'd say I'd be ready to go. Sign me up.
Okay, boom. You see how that's done? That's how you do it. Don't buy into what they say. You gotta lead, you gotta ask questions and dig deeper and find out what's the truth. What's holding this prospect back? That's what I want to know, right? From there, then it's not so much I want to do more research. The thing is, it's not that I want to do more research. What he's saying is, I don't trust you guys enough yet. So let's reassure the JV partner what we need to do. He needs a little bit more information instead of having him go out there and do whatever research that he does and may not be accurate. Why don't we provide exactly what he needs so that he can move forward? And sometimes when you do this, they'll be like, you know what? Forget about it. I'm ready to go. They'll be like, I don't need more. I don't need more proof. I don't need to do that. Right? You got it?
I got it.
Okay, awesome. So next call, try that out.
All right, thank you, Sifu.
Okay, you got it. Goodbye.
Okay.